Hello, I am your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Welcome to Queendom Come. I wanted to do something, I think it's pretty special for my subscribers because I love you guys so much and I just wanted to show you a little extra bit of gratitude. This is a specific question reading that I'm going to do for the collective, the divine feminine, divine masculine, and all the signs, specifically asking for divine wisdom and infinite intelligence to tell us what is blocking my abundance. And I have the dollar signs in the title around abundance. But whatever it is that abundance means to you, it could be the abundance that you're trying to manifest in your career, abundance that you want to manifest in terms of a car, abundance for, of course, money, abundance in love, or if you're like me who wants it all of that, all of the above, that is abundance to me. And I want to ask, what is blocking my abundance? Because there's always some way that we can ascend energetically. There's always something that we can do to vibrate even higher. There's no limit to how high you can vibrate. And we're always just trying to get higher and higher and higher and higher. And the higher you vibrate, the more you attract abundance. But sometimes there's these, patterns and habits and toxic behaviors, or just those, that shadow side of ourselves that we may not even be familiar with, things that we do unconsciously without even paying attention to it that block the abundance from coming. And I want to discover what is that for the collective, for the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and for all 12 the signs, Aries through Pisces. So I'm going to be writing down when I start with each. I've already shuffled and, prayed over the goddess guidance cards. I'll just flip one and then do three tarot clarifiers for each of the goddess guidance cards. Let me just make sure that I'm in here on the page on YouTube so that I can see the live stream if there is anybody who comes in on the live stream, making sure that it's up and running. Yep, I see it. That's also making sure that I'm actually streaming. I'm gonna turn my volume down so it's not interfering with the live stream. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna help me with the timestamps too. Oh, I was hoping it helps me with the timestamps, but I can't see. I can't see a timestamp, y'all. How do I do this where I can see an actual timestamp? Y'all, how do I do that? Do I have to go back and watch the whole thing? Oh, okay. I see it now. I get it now. I put the cursor to the beginning of the yeah, it'll tell me how many minutes have elapsed if I touch here. Okay, so around 3, let's say 20, I start the collective. Let's go ahead and do this, y'all, because I don't want to spend too much time, tinkering around. I want to go ahead and get y'all's answers and get out y'all face. So for the collective, what's blocking your abundance? The goddess guidance card that we have is don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Y'all, as a collective, we have dropped the ball on standing up for what is right. So let's get some tarot clarifiers on that because that's kind of self explanatory. Don't back down, stand up for what is right. Use your voice. Use your voice. Don't just sit back and let, unjust things happen, or not even just don't sit back and not speak up for yourself. We must speak up for ourselves. If you don't speak up for yourself, no one else will. Three tarot card clarifiers for the collective. What is blocking your abundance? We have the don't back down card that reads stand up for what you believe is right. We have the hangman, six of staffs, two of coins. With the hangman card, I feel like sometimes we just need to kind of sit back and view things from other people's points of view. Because with this six of staffs cards that we have right here behind it, Nova, with the Six of Staffs card that we have right behind it, this is like a group effort. And here we have this person up here that's on the rock leading the way. So I feel like if you watch these type of videos on YouTube, you're a special type of person. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. You're a special type of person. Or you're just, kind of further along on your spiritual journey than a lot of people are. Yeah, so you may be called upon to lead the pack and kind of balance out things. And if you are sitting back and you are seeing things in a different way, sometimes we just kind of, twiddle our thumbs and sit back and hold our hands behind our back and don't jump in. This is telling me that for those of us who do see things from a higher perspective or from a different perspective, a more spiritual side, it's about time to go ahead and start showing your hand. You can't be in hiding for too long. Like the time has already come and gone for you to sit back and digest and be to yourself and learn what you needed to learn to um, to heal your own spirit, to do your own spirit work. Now it's time to lead the charge. You will be a very primary factor in things changing collectively when you come out of that space of just kind of sitting back and letting things happen. You've had that time to sit back and let things happen and view things from a different point of view, from a higher point of view. And maybe your life was turned upside down on the spiritual journey. But now it's like you've learned from it, you've internalized those lessons. It's time for you to lead a pack. It's time for you to lead the people in your unit. It's time for you to march forth and lead people behind you. And no, it will not be easy. It will not be easy, and it's a job that never ends. You will always be trying to balance the physical. You will always be at work till the day you breathe your last breath. That's why you're here on earth, with a mission, with a purpose, to lead and to stand up for what you believe is right. So no more backing down. You know what you know, believe in that. Okay, let's go for the divine feminine at the what? Oh, come on. Okay, we're going to say at the 720 mark, we get into the divine feminine. We have Mother Earth. Oh, how fitting. The divine feminine gets the Mother Earth card. How beautiful. Is that not divine feminine personified? So, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Of course, you are divine feminine. You will always influence your environment. You will always influence your environment. You cannot hide from it. You cannot back down from it. You cannot shy away from it. You cannot give up your responsibility. You will always affect your environment. And if you are not actively affecting your environment, then your environment is going to affect you, which in turn affects your environment. Because if your environment affects you, then that means you're going to be pulled down into lower energies. And your lower energies will in turn affect the environment. And it's just a downward spiral from there. So, ma'am, you must vibrate higher. You must be in a higher state of being at all times. Like the ghetto nun says, if you watch her here on YouTube, you must sit on the throne and you must stay on the throne. You must rule from your throne. Let's see. 3 tarot card clarifiers for the divine feminine. What is blocking my abundance? What is blocking divine feminine's abundance? Oh yeah, basically for the collective. Yeah, don't just sit back. Go ahead and open your mouth, lead the way. You'll be more abundant once you actually get into your purpose. For the divine feminine, we have the Fool card, Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. 2 major energies starting off here back to back. Divine feminine, I feel like this is a call for patience when things aren't certain. Because us women or divine feminines, we have a way of getting so used to things being, calm and serene in the way we like them, and the way we fixed up the home, and the way we fix up the environment. If things get out of balance, if things get a little shaky, we get a little mean. we get a little mean, we start saying mean things, or we get a little bitter, we get a little icy when things don't turn out the way we want it to, when things are not just so. That will block your abundance. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you have the Queen of Swords energy in a lower vibration, in the way that could block your abundance, it is saying that this is not what I want. This is not how I would need it to be. This is not what I expected. I am not pleased. I am not satisfied. And when you go on in that energy, sometimes nagging, as we tend to do sometimes, it is holding on to that energy of dissatisfaction. And whatever energy you embody is what you will continue to attract into your life. So be the Queen of Swords who is analytical. She can sit on her throne and just kind of watch a situation transpire and can pick out the lessons. It's like sage wisdom with the Queen of Swords and a higher energy. And the higher energy is where you want to be so your abundance can flow to you. When you get to those uncertain situations, when there's the end of a cycle before the new cycle begins, sometimes things are just kind of rocky. That's that temperance card here where you're just trying to find some balance, or you just really, really, really want some balance. Don't get out of your feminine grace. Don't step into that mean and kind of masculine energy of wanting to like be a tyrant. Say, that's not what I wanted. This is not what I want. No temper tantrums. No cutting people down with your words because things are not just so. None of that, because that will block your abundance. Trust in new cycles, trust that things will work out, trust that just like Mother Earth always maintains a state of equilibrium. And if anything, pushes Mother Earth off of balance, she will correct itself. Trust that. Trust that everything is just as it should be in the present moment, and pick out the lessons. Have the wisdom to sit back and pick out the lessons so that you can be the one who teaches those lessons going forward. That's going to bring in your abundance. Good stuff, divine feminine. Okay, on to divine masculine. We're going to say around 12, 12. We start with the divine masculine. Oh, true love. Okay. Okay. It says the romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So this goddess guidance card is already saying that the great love that you want, I mean, most divine masculines, I don't think really, sit there and fantasize about a love the way that women do. But I do believe that they have just a certain thing that they are looking for, even if they are not conscious of what it is. I feel like a lot of the divine masculines have already found this thing, because this card says that the romantic stirrings have propelled. That's past tense. To have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. So it's like it's already there for you. So if something is already there for you, how is divine masculine blocking it? How is divine masculine blocking this abundance? We have the emperor with his controlling self, the two of staffs, and the queen of staffs. So the emperor, I feel like is someone you have the ability to be a great man, a great leader, great warrior, great protector and provider and professor and pursuer of your divine feminine. But it's like it's like you have one foot in, one foot out. It's like you are dually motivated. On one end, you want to go in and you want to get what it is that you desire. On the other end, you want to still play the field a little bit because you can maintain control, and you feel like you're losing some control when you partner. There could be some kind of there could be a bit of that kind of that macho type of thing. If you have any ideals whatsoever that a woman is less than you, divine masculine, or that the feminine is not as strong or not as important as the masculine, that is most certainly going to block your abundance from coming in. If your abundance is not true love, whatever it is, that happy picture that you see, in union, divine masculine, that ideal that the divine feminine is in some way not as important or it does not matter as much, that's going to always block you. And underneath it all, I do feel like that is an issue. Some divine masculines still have that ideology that the woman is supposed to, just look good and be cute and there for kind of like sexual satisfaction because they've been taught. The emperor has been raised in a very, I don't want to call it savage, but that's kind of what it is. Think back like the days of Troy. Men were very kind of barbaric. That's the type of energy around the emperor. He's like this savage warrior who defeated, many crews, or he won many battles and worked his way up to this emperor position. So he's like skilled at war and still has that kind of, mentality of being around a whole bunch of men and that bromance and that brotherhood. And you know how guys are, that ultra manly, masculine man beat on my chest hairs, throwing back shots, that type of boyish kind of energy, because the emperor is like Aries energy as well. Very boyish men, because they are the babies of the zodiac. And if you have one foot in that energy, then the other foot on the flip side of the emperor, which is like an amazing protector, provider, amazing husband, um, charming emperor, charming ruler, then you're of two energies. And as long as you're on the fence, you're not certain. And if you're not certain, the fullness of what you want cannot come to you. You have to be certain and absolutely certain that the universe, that the divine feminine is more than just like your sex toy, or more than just, something to enjoy sexually. Perhaps even your romantic stirrings in your heart maybe need to be a little bit more filled out. They may have a lot more to do with sex than they do have to do with genuine love and divinity. So work on that, please. All right, thank you. All right, let's get the timestamp for the next group, which is Aries, who just showed up already. Okay, we're gonna go with around 1740, I'll say, for Aries. All right, let me pull my stream back up. Okay, so we have fairness here. Fairness reading, and this is for Aries. Fairness says the situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Ma'at, goddess Ma'at, laws of Ma'at. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So Aries, I feel like this, when I see stuff like that has to do with like balance, I'm thinking it's either two energies or two parties. So again, it's like you're either on the fence about something, or of two minds, or it's dealing with two people. Let's get card, three tarot card clarifiers. What is blocking Aries abundance? What is blocking Aries from receiving the fullness of their abundance? What is blocking Aries manifesting their abundance? We have the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, and the Hermit in reverse. Yes, I'm doing reverses on this. Okay. So with the Chariot, there is movement. There is like, trying to get some direction in life or having direction in life. Then the Ten of Swords is the energy of a situation that should have long been resolved, but was allowed to drag out. And with this Chariot energy, we have this person who could go forward, but it's like you're still looking back. And I feel like you're not learning with this Hermit in reverse. Because I feel like you're still resisting the journey. I don't think you want things to change. As much as you may hum and haw and complain about the way things are, I don't feel like you are actively moving forward. You could look the part, all saddled up, look like you dressed to go. You in your travel clothes, got your luggage packed, you bought the plane ticket, packed the bags, cleared out the house, made the itinerary. But for some reason, you can't step out the front door, Aries. Just a metaphor. If you're not happy with the person you're with, or if you're not happy with the way people are treating you, if you're not happy working under a certain person or happy with a certain business partner, in whatever type of, dual situation or dual relationship it is that you could be in that makes you unhappy, you are not learning. I think you are dreading being by yourself, Aries. I think you allow yourself to stay in situations because you don't want to actually go anywhere alone with that hermit in reverse. You don't want to be alone. I think you may be afraid of going off by yourself because you might be afraid of what you find out about yourself if you stop having something else to focus on. Could it be that you don't want to accept responsibility? Because once you're by yourself, you don't have anyone else to blame. And until you move forward and leave the situation fully and actually go off by yourself and learn about yourself, you won't have that, balance, or you won't have that, what you may feel is fairness. You won't have that outcome. But it is fair. Because as long as you are an active participant in the situation, it's just as much your fault as it is the other party. So if you're dissatisfied in any way, you feel like you are lacking in any way, or you don't feel like you're getting what you've been trying to manifest in any way, take a look at the situation and see where you may just be holding on to something because you're afraid to take a jump out on your own. Also, see where you may be placing the blame on other people where it really falls on yourself. And not because you're a bad person, but because you are not being the driver of your car, because you're not taking the wheel. So yeah, Aries, that's deep. That is deep, huh? Okay. Let's see, we're gonna move. Let's say 2222 is for Taurus. Let's see. Easy does it. You ain't gotta tell Taurus twice. A Taurus ain't in a rush to go nowhere. Trust me. Taurus ain't in a rush to go nowhere. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. No one had to tell Taurus that. So let's see if Spirit is being a little condescending, because that's the energy that I'm feeling with telling you. Easy does it. Like, is this a sarcastic type of thing? Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Easy does it. Let's see. Or is this for real? Everything is occurring in perfect timing. It is. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. If you are taking your time, don't feel like, don't second guess yourself, Taurus. I was just playing with y'all. I like to poke fun sometimes. You're moving at your own speed. Slow and steady wins the race. The whole tortoise in the hare situation. Everything. Y'all, I'm not even trying to be funny. Have you noticed that a lot of Taurus kind of have like a turtleish kind of look? Like like Franklin the turtle, or like they look like little snapping turtles, like in the nose, or something about them that looks turtleish. Like, all right, pay attention. Like, if not a Taurus sun, then like a Taurus rising. Like, just keep your eye out, and you're gonna be like, dang, the Empress said that. Trying to tell you. All right, 3 tarot card clarifiers. What's blocking Taurus's abundance? 8 of Cups, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're in your head, obviously. The 8 of Cups is you like trying to get away from in an unstable situation. You looking toward, just looking toward higher ground, or trying to look at things in a better way, in a higher way. Some conflictual communication we have here with somebody who may be a little bit sharp with the tongue. what I'm really feeling like this is like, don't allow anybody to rush you. Like, that's really what I'm feeling with this is like, okay, I see the problem. I'm trying to see it from a higher perspective. I want to move to a higher ground. I want to make things better. But it may be somebody who's like, they have a problem with the way you're moving, or they have a problem with the way you do things. And they may have like some mean things to say about it, but really, you know what you're doing. Like, you're following your own inner guidance. So even if they have, something to say about it, it's kind of like, may start arguments, or, poke little jabs at you, kind of like how I was doing, making fun or poking fun at you not moving at the speed that they want to move. You know what you're doing. So if you have been letting that cause you to rush, stop rushing. Get back in that energy of doing things in your own time in Taurus, because that's just Taurus energy. If you're not in alignment with your own energy, then you out of pocket. You off. And once your energy is off, you stop your abundance from coming in. So, I mean, keep doing what you're doing, Taurus. Do it in your own timing, and not a day sooner, not a minute sooner, not a minute sooner. Let's get to Gemini. Okay, I'm gonna say like 2605 is Gemini. I hope these timestamps ain't too off, y'all. Okay, with Gemini, we have cycles and rhythms, a come and go energy, basically, Gemini. These cards are like exactly like personifying each of the people that I'm doing the reading for. That's so funny. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. What you feel at the moment is just what you feel at the moment. It is what it is. That's how you go with the flow. Not saying you allow any old thing to happen. Yes, have your boundaries, but when you're in the flow, things can come to you quicker. Your abundance can actually find you, when you're in the flow. Let's get 3 tarot card clarifiers for Gemini. What is blocking my abundance? What is blocking Gemini's abundance? If there's anything blocking Gemini's abundance, what is it? What is blocking Gemini's abundance? 9 of Cups, 9 of Coins in reverse, 9 of Swords. Okay, so you still have these same standards. You have something in your mind that you really want. You're not giving it up. You're very focused on this one thing, one person, maybe because it is Cups energy. So there's a lot of emotion invested. So if it is a person, somebody that you really want, if you're single and not really into anybody at the time, then it's just something that really has your heart. It's like a passion project and you really want it to happen. And right now it's kind of, I feel like you don't feel like I don't feel like you're in the right place. You don't feel like you're in the right place. You don't feel like your finances are where they need to be. You may be a little insecure about your finances, or you're having to depend on someone right now. You don't really feel like you're in that independent energy where you can do everything that you want to do and have the fulfillment of all of your wishes or all of your dreams. I don't feel like you feel like you don't have the money to do it, the security to do it, the home to do it, the car to do it, whatever material resources it is, you feel like you don't have it enough. You feel like you don't have enough. And it's causing you to kind of feel weighed down, feel a little bad about yourself. I don't feel like you're going to show anybody else this, because that 9 of Coins in reverse means it's like behind closed doors. You don't feel like you have enough, you know, but you still keeping this wish or this dream. You still keeping hope alive. Let's say that you keeping hope alive, Gemini. It's just the fact that you don't feel on top of your game right now is bringing things down for you. It's like it kind of makes you feel like maybe you feel like you're not good enough, or you're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed, you're losing sleep, and that's not going to make it any better. Let me tell you what, focus more on the fulfillment of what it is that you want. Like, visualize what it is. Honor this place that you're in right now, because just because you feel like you're down financially, or you don't have what it is that you want financially, try to learn all that you can while you're in this place, taking all the lessons that you can take in while you're in this place. People that may be down with you at this time, learn from them. Talk to them. Because a lot of times you find the most loyal people when you're down. People that'll still kick it with you and want nothing from you when you're at your worst. Those are some of the most loyal people, you know. So when things do get right, you have a solid team because you know they not after what you have because they was rocking with you strong when you didn't have anything. But look at all these nines though. Something is about to shift. This cycles and rhythms, no situation lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. So if you're in a place of feeling like you're not, you don't have enough right now, just always remember that things change. That is not going to be forever and look forward to it. Get out of the energy of kind of thinking about what you don't have. Get out of that energy of going over in your mind what you don't have and stay in the energy of it's going to happen, you know. So what's blocking your abundance, I feel like, is just paying too much attention to this. And I feel like you're paying too much attention to not having enough because that nine of swords here is, afterward. Is knocking you down. You feel like you don't have enough. Pay more attention to the nine of cups. Stay in that energy, and that's going to allow your abundance to come to you a little quicker. All right. Let's see, Cancer. Where are you on the time stamp? All right. I'm going to say around 3102 for the Cancer. All right, we have blossoming. Oh, my sweet little Cancers. Are you coming out of that shell of yours? Let's see. It says you are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. Don't you throw no temper tantrums, Cancer. And don't you give up and don't you get scared and don't you fall back into self protective mode because I know you do that. When you don't see things just so the way you want them, as soon as you want them, and I know you work so hard and you're so careful. You just want to make sure you get everything right. And sometimes it just don't seem to happen like that. So when you feel like your abundance is being blocked, don't go more into like a moody type energy or don't get fearful and try to protect yourself to the point of shutting yourself off from abundance. Let's get 3 tarot card clarifiers for Cancer. What is blocking Cancer's abundance? What is blocking Cancer's abundance? What is blocking Cancer's abundance? We have strength, the 4 of Swords, 3 of Coins. See, we're just talking about you. You just want to make sure everything's working. You want to build everything just so. You feel very strongly about what it is that you're building. You've taken the time, you focus, you've built business plans, you have a very clear plan. You are very focused on what it is that you want to build. You're open to collaborating with other people, but there could be an issue around ego there. And understand that ego is not always the way, pop culture talks about it. You don't always have to be walking around like you this macho man. Ego is like you being just super, super, super always aware of how other people see you or of how you look. Being very self-conscious instead of self-aware. Check that now. Being self-conscious instead of self-aware. Always be aware that you are, a live energy, a living energy, and a conscious co-creator here on earth. But to be all into, I wonder how people are thinking of me, or they're gonna think I'm stupid, or they trying to make me look dumb, stuff like that. Being more conscious of that rather than aware of your own energy so that you can stay fully present in each moment. That's gonna be a block to your abundance. So kind of get away from they gonna think I'm this or she gonna think I'm that, he gonna think I'm that, and more into okay, how can I shift my energy to attract this? What can I do in this very present moment to position myself in a better place to receive all that I want or to create all that I want? You have to be very intentional about your thoughts. Be just as intentional about your own inner thoughts as you are intentional about what it is that you're creating, Cancer. Because cancers, y'all, it seems like these emotional people, but cancers are very business savvy people. There's a good bit of wealthy Cancer people. They just also sometimes I'm hearing 50 Cent. I'm seeing 50 Cent's little cheese and ass face in my mind, like freaking business genius. But his ego is, whoo, Jesus, it's off the charts. That man ego is, oh Jesus, it's a whole monster. It's a whole beast, a whole beast. So it's like that's the energy that I'm talking about here. You're just getting started, and whatever you're doing, just know that you're just getting started. You have not even begun to see the fullness of everything that you are manifesting. And I know it's big. I know it's a strong dream because you have these big, strong, mighty plans, very well built plans, and it's going to work out. You just have to get more in control of your own energy. Control your own energy the way you control these business plans of yours, and everything is going to be okay for you, Cancer. All right, we have Leo up next. Let's see where Leo falls. Let's see. Okay, around, let's say 35, 45. We start with Leo. Okay, and we have the Golden Opportunity card. Look at you, Leo, bringing up the gold. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Look at this. She's so Leo like. Leo walk in like, yes, it's me. Tis I. I've arrived fashionably late. Everyone in the room, stop what you're doing and turn and look at me. That's some Leo shit. These cards are so perfect. All right. So yeah, let's get some tarot card clarifiers. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Right now. Walk through them. Right now, Leo. Walk through them. I feel like I need to emphasize that. It says what's blocking your abundance. Procrastination will do that. Leos like to get their beauty sleep. Don't sleep on this opportunity. If you're not 100% sure about it, just accept it for the time being, and work something out as you go along. If you end up not liking it, you can always say, "Oh, I'm not for this anymore. I decline." You can always walk away. See, Leo has this thing about loyalty where they feel like if you say yes to something, then you're like eternally committed to it, and you can't possibly change your mind because people are gonna think I'm flaky. People are gonna think this. People are gonna think that. Who cares? Who cares? Take the opportunity. If you don't like it, bail out later. Leave out later. Hey, I'm good. Thanks for watching. 3 tarot card clarifiers for Leo. You have the 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords, and the 9 of Staffs. There you go. Procrastination. I called it. Something is right there in front of you, and for some reason, you're holding yourself back. It's like the train is ready to ride off. The ship is about to set sail. The plane is about to take off. With the 6 of Swords, energy is go time, and here you are still with your hands behind your back. You're not even fully dressed. Leo, what's going on? Is there some type of fear? The 9 of Staffs tells me that there's some resistance in your energy. It's almost like, are you afraid of the next chapter of your life? Are you actually afraid to be happy, Leo? Like, what is it? It's like you're still holding yourself back. You're still stuck mentally while changes are happening around you. It's like other people are waiting for these changes, and you're actually seeing it around you. Other people don't see the changes, so they're getting anxious. You're seeing the changes, and you're just not taking part in it. Leo, what's going on? You got to get up and move. You got to go. You have to get out of your head. You have to get out of your head. Yeah, things happened in the past, and you want to just make sure that you're not making the same mistakes. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And maybe things happened in the past that make you feel like you're not enough, or that you're not well qualified, or that you're not ready. Leo, you are. You're getting ready to move to a happier place. Something is calling you to come on. It's calling you to go. It's calling you to something within you. You know what you know. You know it's time to go. You know it's time to stop limiting yourself. But there's this resistance about moving forward. Don't resist it. Go enjoy your life. You can still love people or love your job or love your business partners as you move forward. Don't be afraid to go solo. Go solo. This is Beyonce energy. This is Beyonce back in the day when she had those golden braids. Yeah. Right after Say My Name, not too shortly after. She went solo not too shortly after. This is Beyonce energy. Don't be afraid to go solo. Things are changing. You're just going around and around in your mind. You don't need to do that. Stop resisting. You feel that you're kind of in a place where things are changing regardless of what you do, and you may feel a bit helpless. Don't feel like that. There's always something you can do, and I feel like an opportunity has already presented itself. So take it. Because you're sitting there, the show is still gonna go on. So that's gonna block your abundance just sitting there in one spot. All right, we have Virgo next. Okay, so I'm gonna say about 40, 47, 40, 27 for Virgo. Ooh, fertility. Oh, it's the perfect time for you to start new projects, assets, new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Virgos, you guys are really good at growing things, at bringing life to things, creating ideal conditions for new things, setting up for things. So that's good on you. But what's blocking Virgo's abundance? Three tarot card clarifiers for what is blocking Virgo's abundance. What is blocking Virgo's abundance? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking at the craziest thing right now. What is blocking Virgo's abundance? Three of Swords in reverse. Oh, goodness. The Empress in reverse and the High Priestess. Okay. So, whatever it is, you already know better. I will say that. You ain't too much going to tell a Virgo something that they don't already know, even if they don't want to admit it. That's where the problem is. Now, I do want to bring to your attention that fertility and the Empress energy is one and the same to me. Look, is even like the same shade of purple in this card and in her dress. They coordinate. You gotta coordinate. You're not coordinating. You're not coordinating, Virgo. Three of Swords tells me that there are some things that happened in the past that you have not fully learned from. It's like you don't necessarily want to accept it. You rather turn a blind eye. The Empress in reverse is somebody who just kind of overindulges in the good things in life and does not pay attention to anything that does not suit her taste. And as long as you do not deal with these past issues or heartbreaks, or do not learn from disappointing lessons in the past, you will repeat them. You will repeat them. So if you want to start anew and give birth to new additions, new additions, new conditions, you will want to address old patterns of behavior or old toxic communications, old thought patterns that led to you not being satisfied in the past before you try to move forward with something new. Because if you move into something new with the same old behaviors, it's going to repeat itself. History will repeat itself until you learn the lesson. Um, you knowing the lesson, but not admitting it to yourself that you were wrong, it's still a problematic. It's still problematic. You knowing the lesson but not admitting it. And I don't mean you have to go and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I did blase blase," but an apology is really change behavior. A sorry ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. Change behavior. So you knowing the problem and continuing to act in the same way or think in the same way is problematic. And you know this already. You already know. And you've probably gone through life knowing that it's a problem, and just for some whatever reason, it could be that Virgo tendency to not want to be corrected. You may even be so bad to the point that you don't even want to correct yourself. And what sense does that make? Because this is gonna block your abundance. I'm only doing this readings because I love you and I want to see everybody excel and live their best life. So before you really jump into this new condition or new cycle, because you have that energy available to you, make sure that you have checked that behavior that didn't work out for you in the past, the one that you already know about that you just really ain't been trying to admit. You ain't got to say that. You ain't got to apologize. Just change your behavior. That's good enough. Okay, for Libra, let's see what's on the timestamp for Libra. Say about 44 or 40 for Libra. We have High Priestess. Ooh, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So you too already have a knowing. You too already know something, or you are exposed to these energies, or you know more than you let on. Yes, that feels right to my spirit. You know more than you let on, Libra. You know more than you let on. I do personal questions along with super chats. If I do like free live tarot readings, then it'll be in the title. So Libra, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. If you know and act like you don't know, or try to play dumb, that's gonna block your abundance, because it means that you're selling yourself short, or you're not operating in your full value. Dumbing yourself down never helped anyone. 3 tarot card clarifiers for Libra. We have the 9 of coins in reverse, the sun, and the Queen of coins. Ooh. You better open your mouth and say what you know, because it's going to come to light. And if it comes to light that you knew something and you didn't speak on it, you're going to look like a rat or a snitch or a liar or whatever. You're going to look like some type of name that's not what your mama named you, Libra. And I'm just being real with y'all about what's blocking your abundance. Like downplaying your worth, downplaying your contribution is never good. Like, I don't understand that. Why? Like, why would you downplay who you are? Why? Why would you downplay what you're holding on to, or downplay your worth? Why? Is it to people please? Or is it to not contribute, to not have to contribute if you downplay what your value is? Or if you don't walk in your own independence and you just habitually depend on outside parties? Is it like a using, or is it because you're afraid of your own independence? Only you know, Libra. I'm just throwing out what possible energies could be coming from that 9 of coins card. But you definitely have it. The sun is coming out. So that means light is going to shine. And the sun is positive energy. So it could be positive circumstances. Don't miss out on something positive because you're selling yourself short. And now people are thinking, well, maybe this is not a good thing for her because she always act like she don't know, or she always act like she can't contribute. So of course I'm not going to extend this opportunity for her. She's not qualified. The Queen of Coins in reverse is someone, because upright, the Queen of Coins is always going to be qualified. She always going to take care of her business. In reverse, not so. So no one's going to think of you as the person who's qualified for this job, or who is able to do this job, if you're always selling yourself short, if you're always acting like you don't have it, or you don't understand, or you are not qualified, or you don't have the experience. Don't miss out on a good opportunity, because High Priestess, you know what you know. You already know how to do it. You already know this thing. So don't put yourself in a position where people think less of you because you act less than what you truly are. That's gonna block your abundance. All right, Scorpio, we're making good timing, y'all. Let's see, 48, 41. I'm gonna say 48, 45 for Scorpio. Expect a miracle. That's what I like to see. It says, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Things are working out for you. You may look high and low, and you're out here looking in dark places with your little flashlight, Scorpio, like you tend to do. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to just continuously try to seek out answers. Just have faith. Just have faith. Just know. Act like it's already yours. Act like it's already happening. Because Knowing, okay, to pray for something and then continue to like kind of almost beg for it, or continue to kind of pine away over, is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? That's saying that you don't trust that your prayers are being answered. And that's not how this law of attraction, well, it's how it works, because you know what you vibrate is what you get. But that's not how this manifestation thing works. To manifest your abundance in its fullness, you have to know, that what you have requested of the higher power, or of God, or of source, is on its way to you. However the universe sees fits to bring it to you. You just must know. You must know. 3 tarot card clarifiers for Scorpio. What is blocking Scorpio's abundance? What is blocking Scorpio's abundance? 8 of Swords. A lot of people getting this 8 of Swords energy, holding their own selves back. That's why I wanted to do this type of reading. That's exactly why. Because it's never really nobody else holding you back. It's always going to be yourself, because you are the creator of your own reality. Along with, source and God. You just in the 3D making things work the best way you can. Okay. So holding yourself back, there's some healing that is not taking place. The star in upright is like healing, open, vulnerable energy, allowing yourself to be an open and clean and clear vessel for all that you desire to come into you. The star in reverse is the opposite. Closed up, not healing, still wounded, still scarred, still trying to serve revenge, still trying to give people what they gave you in the wrong way. Not charitable giving, not, paying it forward, but trying to pay back. Not paying it forward, getting paid back. How about that? That's going to block your abundance, Scorpio. You can't do that. Tisk, tisk. You can't do that, baby. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Scorpio is my second most dominant energy. When I tell you I have been there trying to pay people back and it didn't do nothing for me but leave me more sour and more bitter, Scorpio, don't do it. Don't do it. You have to be able to release stuff. You have to make yourself clean and clear inwardly. Like when you take a fresh, hot shower, that feeling when you get out and you get on some freshly washed, clean linens, booty naked. That clean feeling. Oh, the smell of like fresh linen air freshener. The feeling of like stirring cornstarch, that crispness. This, oh my God. Listen, you have to get right. You have to get right within yourself. You're holding yourself back. You hold yourself back. If you're thinking back to a time when somebody kind of crapped on your dreams, on whatever it was that you were trying to create, and it discouraged you from moving forward, even though you may have had some people who supported you, it's like the people that you cared the most about, I feel like you think that they did not support you, or they may have tried to ridicule you, or you felt ridiculed by what they were doing, or by what they were saying. You have to let it go, because for it to keep going around and around and around and around in your mind, you're staying in a low vibration, and that is blocking your abundance. You must heal. You must move forward. You must heal, must move forward. Expect a miracle. That's telling me that you have these big, 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 huge, humongous manifestations just waiting for you. Just waiting for you. And if you really had faith that everything that you want is coming to you actively, like right now, you wouldn't even have the energy to be worried about nobody doing nothing to you in the past, to be honest. You'll be sitting so ready and so eager on the edge of your seat, ready to see that good thing coming served up to you on a silver platter. You ain't worried about no chit chat from nobody in the background. You're not worried about trying to pay nobody back in no revenge type of way. Because you're going to need all your blessings. You're going to want all your blessings. If you really believe that the goodness is coming to you, you wouldn't even be trying to get revenge, because you know you're finna be set up in a way that nobody can compete with. The star turned up right, that's the highest energy. Ain't nobody messing with that. Ain't nobody messing with that. Think about Aquarius who have reached their dreams, because the stars Aquarius energy, the Oprahs, the Michael Jordans. You think they mad at anybody? They at the pinnacle, like nobody can touch a highly evolved Aquarius. And I'm not saying that because this is Scorpio's, portion. What I'm saying is that energy. That's the type of dreams that you have, Scorpio. And that's the type of miracles that are available to you, the type of abundance available to you when you stop being bitter. Or if not even necessarily being bitter, but when you heal yourself so that you don't block off people and be kind of stone cold hearted to people that may have hurt you in your past. You have to move forward. I'm not a big fan of telling people you have to forgive. You don't have to do nothing but die. You don't have to do nothing but die. But this Six of Coins energy in reverse is like you trying to tit for tat. Don't do that. Don't do it. It's gonna block your abundance. Okay, Sag. Look at all the time I done spent on Scorpio. Y'all so stingy. No, you're not. I just spent more time on y'all. 5524 Sag. Okay. Inner goddess. Very saggy energy. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self care, and appreciating your divinity. Sagittarius, y'all either be like always well dressed or, very well made up or into some type of activity or like into your own little creation. Like, I like Sagittarius. I really like y'all's energy. I really do. So, this is just perfect for y'all. Aphrodite, inner goddess, you know, do what you love, take care of yourself, enjoy life, explore your hobbies, find your niche, that type of energy. Three tarot card clarifiers. What is blocking Sagittarius's abundance? If there's anything blocking Sagittarius abundance, what is it? What is blocking Sagittarius from the fullness of their abundance? Oh, wait a minute now. Because these cards is like, there are no blocks. Everything is gravy. But there's always something that we can do better. So let's see. In a relationship, just kind of be open and truthful. Just tell the truth. Nova. In any type of relationship, whether it be a love relationship, friendship relationship, working relationship, but those relationships that you really value, I want him to get it together. I'm talking about somebody off camera. The Two of Cups. Any type of relationship that you really value and you treasure and you feel like it's promising and y'all kind of see eye to eye and are on the same level, just make sure that you're being truthful, 100% truthful, not what they call it, lying by omission, not leaving out no details, just being fully forthright with the Knight of Cups. You say you want to be in this relationship or you want to do your part in this, in this twosome. Just be upright, say exactly what it is that you want and let that be it. Let that be it. Like, don't really have any expectations from this person or, out of the other party. And that's about it. I mean, things look good. Things look fruitful. You're in a high energy. You're in a good place, taking care of yourself. As always, if you have a clarity of mind, you're good. As long as you keep that clarity of mind and keep your mind on productive things and on fruitful endeavors, you're good. So I don't really see nothing too bad with Sagittarius, but I feel like that's because Sagittarius just kind of live on a higher energy. Like, they're just kind of always in a higher energy, always looking for the next best thing. Even if they leave a trail of tears behind them, they're just always looking for the next best thing. And that's cool. That's what's up. Don't get attached. I will say that there's a possibility here of you becoming attached to somebody, like emotionally attached. Don't get attached. Keep your independence, but love what the situation is. Honor the other person if they make you feel good. Always make sure that they make you feel good, just like you make yourself feel good, and you're good. So as long as you don't get too attached to the point that you allow somebody to bring you out of that divinity and taking care of yourself, everything's gonna be fine. Hey, I'm doing good. Just going through these readings. Um, what's blocking us from our abundance? I want us all to win. I'm going to Capricorn now. Let's see what the timestamp says for Capricorn. Okay, I'm gonna say 5905 starts Capricorn. And we have guiding children. Oh my God, these cards were so perfect, perfectly aligned. I almost wish that I had shuffled these on camera because people probably are going to think that I aligned these up. They're probably going to think that I, like, set this up in this way, and I swear I didn't. I put my hand on your Bible, on your Quran, on all your holy texts, whatever, on your letters from fifth grade to your crush. I put my hand on all of those on game. I did not put those cards in any type of order. But guiding children came out for Capricorn, you leaders and way showers. It says you're good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. I don't always feel like it's literally children, although it can talk about, your children or even your own childhood and how it led you to become, maybe a more advanced and mature person now. But with guiding children, I feel like it's like people are watching you. People who may not be as evolved or who may not be as mature, they kind of just watch you. You are an example. Let's see, 3 tarot card clarifiers for Capricorn. What is blocking abundance here? Let's see what this says. I do personal readings. Just shoot me an email. Not on this live unless you like ask a question through super chat. Then I'll go ahead and pull a few cards for you. But like live free Q&As that I do, it'll be in the title. Yeah. Right now I'm doing the what is blocking abundance, going through the signs. I did the collective, divine feminine, divine masculine, and I'll go ahead and write the timestamps once I'm done. But 3 tarot card clarifiers for Capricorn. What's blocking abundance? We have the 9 of cups, high priestess, 10 of coins. Ooh. Ooh. I feel like that everything is going to work out for you. You are sitting on the edge of your seat, just waiting for the full manifestation of everything you want out of life with that 10 of coins. Whatever the fullness of your abundance is in your mind, you are holding on to it. You are moving mountains. You are crossing valleys. You are doing what you have to do for it. Just continue to trust your intuition. Whatever way it tells you to go, continue to trust your intuition. You may find yourself in situations where you are like, this can't be my life. This can't be where I'm supposed to be. Like, I absolutely do not vibrate with these people. Um, these people are not on my level. Capricorns, y'all so crazy. That type of energy, but just trust where you are. Always trust where you are and be fully present in the moment. Remain present in the moment and trust your inner self. If you cannot be present in the moment, you will miss opportunities. Don't get so caught up in chasing, a certain reality that you forget to have gratitude in the reality that you're currently in. It's nice to have, goals and dreams and things that you aspire to, but always show gratitude for where you currently are. Triana, you can ask questions with a super chat if you want that. You want me to pull some cards for you in this live stream, or email me for a personal reading, in private. On this stream, I'm doing what is blocking abundance coming to me. When I do like the live Q&As that are just free questions or whatever, I'll put that in the title. But yeah, Capricorn, make sure that you're just, full of gratitude. Stay, how do you say it? Stay grateful. Yeah. Because you know that good things are coming to you. That makes you able to be even more grateful for where you are right now. People are watching you, absolutely watching you. To somebody, you're almost like this kind of goddess type energy, or God type energy. Is like you just know what to do at all the right times, what to say. You could be like magical to somebody. Don't be burdened by that energy. Like, don't back away from somebody seemingly putting you on a pedestal. Be okay with it. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. But let them put you on a pedestal. You know what's what. Get comfortable with being a leader. I will say that. Don't shy away from being a leader and stay present in the moment. With those two things, You can remove any blocks. Let's get to Aquarius. Where's the timestamp on this? Okay, I'm gonna say 1:05:05. An hour, 5 minutes, and 5 seconds. Aquarius. My sun sign. Sensitivity. You need a man with sensitivity. A man like me. Okay, I'm gonna listen to that song as I get off of here. White Tar with sensitivity says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. That's what's blocking your abundance right there. Harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. I've been hearing health is wealth. I heard it clearly in a dream the other night, and just throughout the day when I'm doing something or drinking a soda or something, I'll just be like hearing health is wealth. And I keep getting these synchronicities about other people that are taking charge of their own health and other people who may have failing health, and it's like health is wealth, health is wealth. So Aquarius, health is wealth. Please take care of yourself. That will block your abundance. If you can't take care of yourself, I don't feel like the universe thinks you can take care of nothing else. Real talk. Let's see. Tarot clarifiers for Aquarius. What is blocking Aquarius abundance? We have the King of Staffs, Four of Staffs, Three of Swords in reverse. Ooh, what is not being learned here? I feel like you still want something because it makes you happy, but it's not really good for you. It's like you are deadlocked on something. I mean deadlocked on it. Eyes focused, you will not move. What do they call those things they put on the racehorses? What is that, a bridle or something? The thing that makes them look forward and not to the side. You have one of those on your face. Your energy is dead locked in, tied in with something, probably in a relationship with the Four of Staffs. But it's either not good for you or you haven't fully learned from like disappointing situations or heartbreaks in the past. So you may bring some unhealthy behaviors into this partnership. The King of Staffs is an energy that is very popular, very charming. Guys want to be this person, women want to be with this person, or vice versa. Guys want this woman, women want to be this woman. Um, just a very popular person, probably have a lot of envy around them. The Four of Staffs is an energy of having something to celebrate, something to be happy about, but don't overdo it. Don't don't overdo the celebration, or don't be so focused on always celebrating, because there is work that has to be done too. Everything is not going to be a high moment. I'm hearing this may just, I don't know if it's just my energy trying to interject up in here because I'm an Aquarius, but I feel like that kind of bipolar energy where you have high highs and low lows, and you're always on the search for that high. I feel like somebody is always, always, always on the search for a high, and it's too much. Like any too much of anything is bad for you. And always being on the search for a high and always needing everything to be high energy and happy times is very tiring. It's very taxing on your energy. And I feel like someone hasn't learned that, or someone doesn't understand that yet. So they keep creating the situations where it starts off like this beautifully passionate, high vibrational, crazy electric energy. And because really nobody or not too many people can always be in that energy, not even yourself, even though you crave it, things fall off, things taper off of that crazy, passionate, electric, high, manic energy. That's what it is. This is mania. That King of Staffs, that's it. That's exactly what I'm trying to get to. All of these, this is mania. It's not good for you. And I feel like you're becoming more sensitive to energies. So you'll be able to identify when you are experiencing manic episodes or when you are in the midst of like a mania type energy. You have to be able to know that nothing can stay in that crazy, electric mosh pit, crazy rock concert, Super Bowl after party energy all day. Nothing can last like that. Nothing can be bonfire energy all day, every day. You will die. No one can do that all day, every day. That's very taxing on your energy. That's that sensitivity there. You're learning what taxes your energy, or if you're not learning that, then that's blocking your abundance because you find yourself getting disappointed for no reason. It's like you're still a good person, you're still popular, you're still charming, things are still good, things are still on track to move in a happy, positive direction. But because they are not in your face, crazy, rock and rolling all the time, you're disappointed. Like, when is it enough? Nobody is going to feel like they can satisfy you if you're always looking for this crazy, electric, rocking, passionate energy. Is like, calm down. Calm down and let enough be enough. Know that the King of Swords has everything on the right path to where it needs to go. Trust in him. If you're dealing with a male partner, possibly a fire sign, if not just somebody who is very like masculine and very manly, let him be the man. Let him be controlling, let him be the dominant force, and trust that everything is going to be good. You're going to have that happiness and romance and union and proposals and marriage and anniversaries and all of that eventually, you know. But don't get disappointed because it's not always this intense love all the time. That's blocking your abundance. That was good. Yeah, that was good. I showed out for Aquarius. All right. For Pisces. And my sun is in Pisces. So, no, my sun is in Aquarius, but it's the 12th house sun. How that happen? All right. Let's see. 111, I'll say 58, just to give it a little time. Okay. So for Pisces, we have, man, I promise y'all, I did not do anything to these cards. Look, the last zodiac sign, the end of the zodiac wheel, you have Kali with the endings and beginnings, which is pretty much the energy in the Pisces house. Endings, making sure that karmic cycles get wrapped up in preparation for new beginnings. Listen, the old must be released so that the new can enter. I just I did not put those cards in that order, y'all. I swear I didn't. When they come out personifying the signs the way they have throughout these all of these readings, I'm just telling y'all there is a higher power. If you don't believe in nothing else, and I don't care who you believe the higher power is, as long as you know that there is a higher power, you on the right direction, honey. As long as you can identify that there is something out there and there is no such thing as a coincidence, that everything is a sign or a synchronicity, that the universe is always talking to you, because the universe is a creation of the highest power. It's God's creation. And he created it so perfectly with certain laws that no man can negate and under which no person is exempt. That's why the Bible says we all created equal, because he created this perfect universe with laws that apply to every person. It don't matter what standing you are. You can't undermine this law. Ain't nobody above these laws. Man-made laws, yeah, but ain't nobody above universal law, because the highest power created it and it works flawlessly. And if you're aware of that, I swear you're on the right path. Let me stop preaching. Let me stop preaching. Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. For Pisces, that right there is saying what the block is. The old must be released so that the new can enter. Let's get 3 tarot clarifiers for Pisces. We have the Ace of Staffs in reverse. not moving forward, the hermit in reverse, not learning the lesson, but the sun in the middle, meaning the show will go on. If nothing else, the sun gonna come up tomorrow. If don't nothing else happen, the sun coming up. I guarantee you that. Until billions of years from now, when it burn out, every day until then, the sun is gonna come up. Clouds, rain, sleet, hail, snow, blizzards, tornadoes, tsunamis, hurricanes, whatever. The sun gonna be up. Underneath it all or behind the scenes, the sun gonna be up no matter how gray the day is. No matter what's going on, the sun gonna come up. So that's good, things are gonna happen regardless. It's just, will you take part in it? Will you allow yourself to be in it? Because the Ace of Staff saying that you either have low energy or you're not going in a new direction. And if you're not going in a new direction, then that means you're still holding on to the old. If you have low energy, there's, easily things that you can do to, you know, get that together or to make that right. But to prevent yourself from going in a new direction, that's going to be something that take a little bit more work, because that means you have to choose the journey of self-discovery. And this hermit upside down is saying that somebody is resisting this journey of self-discovery, or you're still in a place where you may be off alone by yourself and you're still mad about it, or you're still sad about it, you're still holding on to old energy. Not good, Pisces. Not good. You have to allow yourself to evolve. Evolve. Evolution is a must. It's another one of those things that is gonna happen. Just like the sun gonna keep coming up, evolution is going to happen. And if you're holding yourself back, you're gonna wipe yourself out. You dim your own light. That's why your energy is low, because you're not letting go. You're not allowing yourself to evolve. I don't know if it is because you're afraid to be alone, or you just don't want to see what it is. Let me tell you something about Pisces. Pisces energy is so powerful, being, the culmination of all zodiac energy, that the readings come through exactly like Pisces energy. Very vague, with a cloud, with a shadow. The Ace of Staffs in reverse tells me that you don't have a lot of clarity. I don't see the sword, but I do see that staff, which means your energy is not clear about where it's being focused. And y'all are the only one out of all these readings that I've done that make me want to pull another card. Only one that made me want to pull another card. Don't get left, because new beginnings are coming, new things are on the horizon. Don't get left. New possibilities are available to you. Don't get left. I'm not pulling another card for y'all. Y'all gonna stop all that cloudiness. Trying to be mysterious and whatnot. Mystical. Get your head out the clouds. I'm fussing now, okay? But yeah, like really take charge of your own energy. Like show up to life. Like that low energy, and you want to sleep and stuff all the time, or you just want to chill, or just maybe want to be high all day with this sun and the Ace of Staffs. I mean, Pisces. I love Pisces. I really do. I'm one of them. I went through that whole phase where all I did was get high all day and had low energy and sleep most of the day. Now it's a blur. Like that whole chapter of my life, like I was there, but I wasn't there because I wasn't showing up to life. It's a blur. I don't remember. I can't pinpoint what happened at certain times of the years. It's very general memories. It's a blur. It's a whole chapter of my life that's missing because I was like high all day or sleep all day. Probably, well, not probably, in depression. The Ace of Staffs in reverse could be in depression. So positive energy is available for you today, but you're gonna have to take that long walk. And yeah, it's gonna be hard. That hermit journey, especially if it's hermit upright, then it's somebody who's ready to take that journey. They actively looking for the answers. In reverse, you could just be not ready. You don't want to take this journey. or you're already on this path and you just like you're refusing to see the lessons, like absolutely refusing to see the lessons. But like I said, the sun is going, it's going to come and go, and it's going to come up every day with or without you. You can get in on this goodness that's coming to you, or you can just kind of sit out and, be live in a blur. That's completely up to you. But the old must be released so that the new can enter. And until you release the old, it's going to block your abundance. So that has been the what's blocking your abundance reading, guys. I did the collective first, then I did the divine feminine, the divine masculine, then I went through all 12 signs from Aries to Pisces, and I very much so enjoyed this. I'm going to keep coming up with little questions, specific questions to answer, and then I'm going to come and do them all in one, one period or one session, just like I just did. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate those who came in, those who interacted. If it resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like. The people who know like their sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and all of that, Venus. If it resonated, the different ones, and put a story together for you, let me know in the comments. Or if something resonated more than the other, again, let me know. Because really, I just want to see all of us win. That's why I did this. I just want everybody to overcome whatever it is that's blocking you and get to the fullness of everything that you're trying to achieve out of life. Because I like to see people win. I want us all to be winning. Okay. So I'm your Empress Divine, Miss Tasha Turner herself. Thank y'all again for watching. Good night. Bye.